own May, and I am back with another banger, baby. Today, as you can tell by my fresh face in the description below, I will be showing you guys my natural beats. I just pulled out my makeup. As you guys can see by my surroundings, I'm actually at my cousin's house, still here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, because my class is in 3 days. I'm super nervous, excited, because people are slowly but steadily signing up for my classes. So those who signed up and paid, go you, and I cannot wait to meet you guys soon. But a lot of y'all been asking me all the time, how do I do my natural face? How do I do my natural beats? So I don't think that I've ever made a video about that just yet. So I just wanted to dedicate this time, since I have all day to do nothing, because I canceled my privates for this week because there is supposed to be a big storm coming. It was supposed to be 2 hurricanes, but it split off to Texas, so now we're waiting for 1 more hurricane. It's supposed to be coming today. They said it was supposed to come Monday. Today is actually Wednesday. What is today? Yeah, today is Wednesday. So I don't know when this hurricane is coming, but I'm gonna use my time wisely and do this little tutorial for y'all. So I'll be giving you guys step-by-step procedures of how I do my natural beats. And this is the before. I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup throughout this trip. Like, I just been chilling. If I'm not with my line sisters, I've been just chilling here with my cousin. I've been literally watching Netflix, y'all. I got back into the game. Comment below if y'all be watching the game, because us single people is putting us in our feelings, honestly, because when it was out, I probably was in like in middle school when it came out. Y'all already know, like, it's just bringing me back to that era where the fashion with the long tank top over your booty, with the vest, jacket, all of those, like the dudes wear the tank top with the chains. It just bring me back. Of course, it wasn't really relatable in middle school, but now that I'm older and I'm 24 years old, I can relate, sis. Like, I can relate to the cheating. Y'all, I literally cried when Derwin cheated on Melody. That whole entire episode, I cried. I was emotional because, sis, I can relate, okay? I can really relate to Melanie, because not only does she have my name, well, my name is Melody, her name is Melanie, but not only does she have my name, she has my nickname. She kind of look like me a little bit. Like, she just acts like me. Like, I would have done the same crazy stuff she would have done in those episodes. So literally, that's what I've been into during this little quarantine slash vacation over here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've had 4 privates so far. 4 3-hour privates, y'all. Back to back to back to back. As you can see by the bags under my eyes, I've been working hard, y'all. Ever since I got here, it's been more like a workation. I can't complain. I'm blessed. I'm happy to be back. I gotta update you guys on some stuff. So get ready with me. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and join the May Baby family, and smash that notification bell so you guys know whenever I make another post, of course. Leave a comment below and let me know what you guys do different. Give me some makeup advice, because I honestly do this stuff every time. This probably takes me like 30 minutes tops to do. I'm not really gonna do too much. I'm gonna put on lashes, but I'm gonna do like a really natural soft beat today, because I'm not really doing much today, so I don't want to do the most. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, it's been a while since I've washed my brushes, so y'all, I'm probably gonna do this makeup for this video and take it right back off, literally, and it's gonna come off so easy because it's a natural beat, y'all. Hey, my May baby. So right now I'm just setting out everything that I need for my makeup. People ask me all the time what kind of foundation I use, and I use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 330, Toffee 330. Of course, I first use my primer, my NYX Hydration Primer Touch Dehydration. All these products mostly came from CVS or Walgreens. A lot of my makeup is really drugstore makeup, to tell you the truth. I don't really use a lot of expensive makeup, because honestly, the cheap stuff does the same thing, y'all. So don't let Ulta, don't let Sephora fool y'all. Y'all can get the same natural beat without having to spend an arm and a leg. So first, my first step is I put on my primer. I make sure that I avoid my eyebrows, and I don't really rub it in like lotion, because I don't know what, they probably got all type of chemicals and stuff in there to make sure your makeup doesn't move. So I don't rub it in like lotion, because I don't want it to go too much into my pores, just enough to overlay my skin, so when I put on my makeup, it's gonna give me that flawless, poreless finish. So since I prime my face, next I'm gonna use, of course, my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Y'all know in Sephora when they have that, like, all those little samples by the checkout line, where you can get the same stuff you got for checkout, but it's a lot cheaper. That's basically where I got this from, y'all. This was probably like, for this little bottle, it was probably like $10, yeah. So it was pretty expensive, but this little bottle has been lasting me like over a year now, honestly. I haven't been to Sephora all of 2020, so this has been lasting me forever. So that's what I do to prime my eyes. As you can see, I just use my finger to just rub it in. While I do my makeup, I like to put stuff back as I go, so it's like not a huge pile of makeup in front of me. It's not that much cleanup after I'm done. So next, I of course get into my eyebrows. Y'all, these are still my quarantine eyebrows. I have not touched them ever since the video where you guys saw me dyeing my hair this color. I use this little eyebrow brush thing. It's supposed to be stuff in it, but it's really nothing in it, honestly. I just use it to brush up my eyebrows. So like this little eyebrow brush. And I'm gonna use, I honestly don't even know what this is called, but I'm gonna say this is like an eyebrow tint. And I got this from online on Amazon. This is L'Oreal Unbelievable Brow. And what I do, I just take my eyebrow brush and I just dip it in here, just like that. And then I put it in here because of course it's always too much product. I put it back in here and I kind of like dibble, dibble, dabble, dibble, 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 dabble. I go into my eyebrows and I just brush them out so that they're not like looking all crazy. So when I fill in the little gaps, it's not like crazy all over the place. This little eyebrow tint kind of darkens my eyebrow and kind of makes it look more natural looking. It just darkens my eyebrows and it honestly keeps them stay down so they're not all like all over the place, because I have really curly eyebrows, especially towards the end. This little tinter makes you not fill in your eyebrows, just it darkens your eyebrows so it's not like you're drawing in your eyebrows. It sticks to your eyebrow hair, so when you actually fill it in, which I'm about to do next, I'm taking out my brushes, my makeup brushes. I keep them in this thing when I travel. As y'all can see by the color of this bag, my makeup brushes aren't washed, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I got my, of course, super sponge. I love this super sponge, you guys, because it doesn't smell like mold. When you wet it and you put it in this little thing, it doesn't like get moldy. You don't really have to use that much foundation either to get full coverage with this sponge. It's like super squishy. I use this like pointy part to get under my eyes and this part to get like the bigger places. Blending with this has been so easy, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, so I just, that was my eyelashes. Anyway, as you can see, this is gone and I'm literally scraping the edges to try to get this little bit of product left, but I really don't need much because literally all I'm doing, as you can see, I'm just like filling in the gaps and just making a line. I'm just filling in what needs to be filled in, like under here. And I fill it in more so towards the tail part because this part I don't really care. I just like to fill the under and the top part where like it's a visible gap between my hair and the line that I'm making. So that's that. Very important step. So after you're done filling in your eyebrows, make sure that you guys blend those eyebrows out. So I'm going in second to my brush and I'm just brushing them. I'm just brushing them so the part that I filled in, it's not a very strong line and it just fills in. It makes it look more natural whenever you brush it after you fill in your eyebrows. So make sure you're brushing your eyebrows out. And honestly, you guys, this little eyebrow tip that I bought on Amazon, I should have bought like a light brown instead of dark brown because it does make my eyebrows a little darker, but y'all won't even see that once I actually conceal my eyebrows. So next, I'm gonna conceal my eyebrows. Of course, I use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. I use my LA Girl Concealer. Everybody knows this is the go-to, and I just squeeze it out. And yeah, I use that much product for my eyebrows, y'all. But I spread it around, y'all. I spread it around. I put it underneath my eyebrows as so. And I put it underneath here because I have like really dark circles under my eyes because I haven't really been getting much sleep. Like I said, I've been up watching the game. I make sure that I get enough product to spread underneath my eyes. I just follow that line, try not to get the product into my brow. And I try to just really focus on that arch too, as so. And I do the same thing on the other brow. And usually if I'm doing like a full coverage look, like a full face look, I will wait until after I'm done doing my eyeshadow to do the top, but I'm not really doing much today, so I'm just gonna do the top. And I'm gonna do the same thing as I did on the bottom. I put the product towards the top so I don't get it close to my eyebrow hairs, and I just bring it down and I make that line. Honestly, this is the most important part with your eyebrows, making sure your eyebrows on fleek. You have to conceal those eyebrows and make sure that you guys get a shape on the top and the bottom. And then I take this and I just whoop whoop, just like that. And then of course I take my super sponge and I'm gonna blend out the bottom. It's only me, but y'all, like, I wanna know what's in these products, because when I put on this concealer, my face be stinging a little bit. Am I the only one? Comment below. But I just blend all that product into my eyelid, making sure I don't touch any of my eyebrows and I don't mess up that line that I just made. I really use a lot of product. So I'm just blending it all around my face, because once I put on that foundation, it's gonna make me look less white right now. I kind of look like Casper the Ghost right now, but it's a process, y'all. And then I go ahead and use this bad boy right here, which needs to be clean because I use him about 1,000,000 times. And I'm going to blend out closer to the top, because of course I can't get into these really uneven lines with that super sponge. So that's what I'm using this brush for. And I'm just blending that leftover product that's still underneath my eye into my bottom brow. That's about it for my brows for now. I'm gonna go into it after I'm done with my face and just finish it off as last touches. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and get into this eyeshadow. So my man babies, this is the after I just filled in my brows. For now, like I said, after I'm done with my face, I'm gonna go ahead and perfect it. But right now I'm gonna get into my eyeshadow. I use my bronzer to just contour my eyes to make them pop, you know, contour my eyebrow bone or whatever it is. I don't know. I use this brush right here. I don't know what brush this is, y'all. I've been having this brush forever. I use my eyelash glue for this brush and everything, as you can see. I just go into this bronzer. I had this bronzer forever, y'all. This is Solil Baked Bronzer, and I probably got this from like CVS or somewhere. Not expensive, you guys, but you guys can use any bronzer for your face. Really, bronzer is really subtle. It just really like contours your eyebrows and your nose, whatever. It just contours your cheeks. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead into my contour, and I'm just going into like small circles from the top of my nose crease, which is like the inner corner of my eye, all the way to the end of my eye. And I'm even doing like a little wing effect type of thing. It's like real subtle, as you can see. Like this one is done and this one I haven't even touched. It's real subtle, real subtle, because after this I'm gonna do a little bit darker bronzer, and then that's probably gonna be it for eyeshadow. I'm gonna go into my Fenty Beauty Bajan, my Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer. Pop that baby open, and I just get a little bit just like this with the same brush. As you can see, I'm going to do the same thing, except it's gonna pop out a little more. It's gonna show up a little bit more, as you can see. Real subtle, real simple. I'm not doing too much today. I want to put on a face as if I don't have any makeup on. So that's the illusion I'm trying to make right now. So I'm gonna do the other side just the same. Oh, somebody just signed up for my heels, guys. Damn. Okay, my May babies, I just finished my eyeshadow and my eyebrows, and now I'm about to go into my foundation and I'm about to conceal. I go into my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I just put like a little. I usually don't even use even this much, y'all. Like I always use too much than I need, so I put that bit right back in the bottle. And I'm gonna use my super sponge. I'm gonna go into try to get full coverage in my makeup. So whew, this is the fun part, guys. This is where it all comes together, really. Once I put on that concealer, it really just comes together. As you can see, look how much coverage this Maybelline Fit Me does. Like, you don't really need to use a lot. It just literally just sinks into your skin because of that primer, and it looks like butter, literally. And I do the same thing on my forehead. Make sure you guys don't go into your hairline, because that's just not cute, y'all. Just did my foundation. Now I'm going back into my LA Pro Girl concealer. This is honestly what puts everything together and really just marries everything together. I put this under my eye first, under this eye, because we're gonna hide the bag. Then I go right back into my eyebrows, my upper eyebrows. I conceal the top once again, because when I put on that foundation, it really just blended everything together. So I'm trying to make sure that I highlight this top brow, and I bring it down, as you can see, this bottom part, to like really like kind of make a line, like really define this eyeshadow. I go to like the outer corner of my eye, and I just come up like this, as if I were like drawn in a wing, just to really define that eyeshadow, so you can really see the difference between my contour and my highlight. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I put this in the middle of my nose, just a little product, like a line between my nose right here, my bottom cheek, and of course my forehead. I want to highlight that forehead, and then now we're gonna blend that baby out. Period. Blend that baby on. Okay, my May babies, I just finished blending out my face and my concealer and my foundation, and now I'm gonna go into my Fenty Beauty powder. It's gonna be my Pro Filter powder in the shade of Honey. And I use this little pad. Like, I don't use this because because this is wet and it's just gonna mess up my makeup. I use this little powder palette by e.l.f. I just go into this little thing very lightly, and I always start with my cheeks like this, and I just come up, and I use that same product for my top. I really don't use as much as my top on my bottom because this is really where all my creasing is for my smile lines, because I smile so much. I crease underneath my eyes as well, but that's inevitable. And I just tap, 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 tap it in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap, tap, tap in. MLB, icy gang, nigga, tap in.
And I do the same thing on the other side. I like to use a little bit more powder for my forehead because I just want to set in that makeup on my forehead, so like if I do sweat, it doesn't go anywhere. And I do my nose as well, the side of my nose. I just do this, and that's about it. And as you can see, I don't really bake. I just really just like tap it in. It all blends into my foundation. Now we're about to contour my face. I just use the same bronzer to contour my face to kind of wipe off some of that powder. I just brush it along my face just like that. I usually do this, and I get underneath my neck to really like define that jawline. Yes, I just contour the side of my face where my jawbone is, and I contour the top of my forehead. Yeah, and I also go back into my little brush and I'm gonna contour my nose. And this is not really super sharp lines. Like I just do the bare minimum because like I said, this is like a natural soft beat. As y'all know, I have to go ahead and get my napkin, okay? Because sis, nobody like foundation or product on their lip. It's just not cute. All right, you guys. Now we're about to set this face. I'm talking all this stuff talking about I'm gonna try to put stuff up as I go, but literally, y'all, my makeup is everywhere in front of me, as y'all can see. I try to clean up as I go, but being realistic, y'all, doing this video at the same time, trying to explain stuff, I'm literally everywhere. My camera keep on falling, but it's all right. We're gonna get through this. Okay, you guys, next we're gonna go into our NYX setting spray. This is my matte finish setting spray. I just do a few mists on my face such as this. I kind of let it dry just a little bit because sometimes it be harsh as hell. I use that little wetness to kind of wipe off a little bit more of this foundation. See how much came off? Kind of let it set in, set in, set in, and then I go into my contour once again, into the same contour, and I do the same thing once again. Like y'all, I do the same thing a million times just to really define it. That's what you really have to do. There's really no rules to makeup. It's all about blending and just having fun. Do whatever you feel works for you because like I said, this is just what I do, y'all. So I go back into my Fenty Beauty concealer and I do the same thing as I just showed you, and I'm just contouring around my face, around my cheekbones, underneath my jawline, underneath my lip, and I bring it up into my forehead. And I use this little thing to really contour my nose. Y'all, it is pouring outside. I'm surprised that the sun is still out right now, thank God. And I'm gonna go back into my eyebrows to really just define it a little bit more, into my nose. And then now that my face is a little bit dry, now is my favorite part of doing my makeup. This is a life changer right here, my Anastasia Glow Kit, y'all. As you can see, I've been using the mess out of it. Like these two colors I never really used, they broke out. I love this color right here, bronzed in summer. Oh my God, it's raining terrible outside, y'all. The hurricane is coming, y'all. So I use my little wispy brush and I go into bronze in summer. Y'all watch this. Oh my God. Ooh, look at that highlight, y'all. Bam. And I go into my eyebrow bone and I do the same thing. Bam. Ooh, y'all, look at that highlight. I go in the middle of my nose like this, and I do the same thing on the other side. And I'm gonna try this today. I've never done this before, but I've seen this on a makeup video, how they highlight up here too, above your brow bone. So I'm gonna try that today for the first time. I contour one more time, and I'm gonna just use the darker Fenty Beauty bronzer this time to really define that brow bone. Ooh. My face is starting to come a little bit together, but my eyes are still like naked. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my brows. I'm literally dropping everything on the ground, y'all. I'm gonna go into my brows and I'm really gonna really define them. Fill in the parts that just need to be filled in, bitch. Like, real simple. And yeah, that's pretty much my eyebrows. And now, we're about to use my CoverGirl mascara. I usually use Better Than Sex, but bitch, money low, so I gotta go ahead and just use my regular thing. That's the same thing, but just not waterproof, but that's cool. Put on my mascara on my top. I never put mascara really on my bottom lash unless it's Better Than Sex, because that's the only mascara that doesn't like drip down bottom. So I just put it on top. And I put like 3 layers of mascara on, y'all. It's never too much mascara, never too much highlight, none of that. I am the glow girl, okay? I'm still contemplating whether or not I want to put on, yeah, I'm gonna put on lash. I feel like no makeup look is ever finished without the perfect pair of lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on those lashes. I'm gonna set my face once again. Let that sink in, babies. So really the only step that I have left is just putting on my lashes and just making my final touches. I'm gonna forewarn you, babies. I usually don't use this eyelash glue. I usually use hair glue, but in California, you guys, there's no hair store. There's only like Sally's where I live. And of course they don't have no hair glue. Like they don't really have weave like that because it's mostly Mexican and Asian community. So not a lot of black girls out here. So they literally just have what they have. So I bought this eyelash glue from CVS, and this is a strip lash adhesive by Kiss. And I thought since I always use my Kiss lashes, this will actually work out for me. But y'all, I hate this glue, so I'm not even gonna try to promote this glue. It just doesn't work well. Like it does stick and last all day, but it literally, like, you have to play with it so much to make sure that it stays, and y'all will see the struggle, okay? So I'm literally putting on the littlest bit of eyelash glue. I'm trying to show y'all, but my hands are shaking for some reason. I ate, but I don't know why my hands are shaking right now. I'm nervous. Y'all making me nervous. And I use this little thing to like kind of adjust my brows. And y'all wait hella long to let this stuff dry, because if you just put it on as soon as you put on this lash adhesive crap, it's literally gonna slip everywhere. So I wanted to stick a little bit, so I blow on it. This is some old Wispies, you guys. I use those same lashes over and over and over again forever. So it's been a while since I bought some new pairs of lashes. I think these are Wispies because this is what I usually wear for my natural looks. This is what it looks like. Just real simple. And I always start with, y'all, it's supposed to be a tornado. I always start with the end of my lash. I try to go as close as I can towards the end. Now this is gonna be crazy trying to show you guys this while trying to film, but I'm just gonna try to do it straight into this camera. So I usually start towards the end and I just hold it there. Usually if I have my regular glue, it would just stick, but I have to hold it there for like 2 seconds. Woo! That's not how I expect it to be. I just have to play with it. After this, I literally just pinch it and like hope that it sticks. I hope somebody just signed for my class. Nope. I need to cancel this friction. I hate all these emails. Unsubscribe. Reports spam. I think I put this a little bit too far towards the corner of my eye, so that was a fail. Let me try it again. So my man babies, I just did my other lash, and I'm just trying to wait till it dries a little bit so it won't fail like this one, y'all. This one I put too much towards the corner of my eye because I didn't really look this time. I was just going for it, but clearly that was a fail. Let's try this again on the other eye. There we go. That's a little bit better than the first try. I just can't talk and do this at the same time, y'all. It's really hard to focus when you're trying to do your lashes because it's just like it takes everything out of you. That there is a good one right there. And I like kind of like wipe off like the inside so it won't stick to like this thing and then just come off my eye completely, because that happens all the time. And I just pinch my lash to my real lashes. And that's basically it. I'm gonna leave this one alone and I'm gonna do the other one off camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it looks once I actually apply these lashes. I promise y'all I would do this on camera if I actually have the glue that I use, but I'm gonna go ahead and struggle with this off camera and show you guys lashes after I apply them. Okay, my babies, I just finished applying my lashes. As you can see, the struggle is over. And I'm going to go ahead and finish my lips. So I use this really light brown pencil right here. I ordered off Amazon. I just put lip pencils on Amazon. And I'm just gonna line my lips. And I'm going to use my Fenty lip in the shade Fenty Glow. This is a go-to, you guys. I love this lip gloss. It just, let me show you guys. It's so beautiful. And honestly, it's very moisturizing too. That is my lip. Now, honestly, you guys, I'm almost done with my face. All I have to do is just make a few final touches. I spray my face one more time. Let it sink in just for a second, and I'm gonna contour my face again. Really just blend everything together. I'm gonna highlight, but not with my Anastasia. I'm gonna highlight again with my Pro HD Amplified palette in the color Bird and Shady. So these two colors, right here and right here. And this just gives me an extra glow. Like I said, there's never too much glow for your glow girl. kid I saw in that video that he highlight right here too, so I'm gonna highlight there to be a little, have something different. I use a little bit darker liner for my lips to really define those lips. I'm gonna contour my nose just a little bit more in my eyebrows. Boom. I'm gonna take shady right here and use my little pinky right here because I want a little highlight in the corner of my eye. I always do this, you guys. It just makes that little simplistic pop. Kind of bring it down into my bottom lash. Just tap that in. And then lastly, you guys are almost done. I promise y'all. This is so simple. I promise y'all. Like I promise y'all this is simple. Like you guys can do this every day. And lastly, just to make sure that I like blend my falsies with my real lashes, I go into my mascara one more time and I just blend it out just like this. Okay, my May babies, I just finished with my makeup look and this is the finishing look. As you can see, everything's all blended, looking natural, baby. If you guys like this video, if you guys learned a few things, make sure you guys leave a comment below. Thumbs up this video if you guys found this useful. Give me some more makeup ideas, some different looks you guys want me to try, and I definitely will try that. As you guys can see, I tried this little highlight thing on the top of my brow bone, and I think I'm gonna add that into my makeup routine because there's never too much highlight, as you can see. And I'm gonna step outside so you guys can see how it looks like in the natural sunlight, and this is how it looks. Oh, baby girl, y'all ever just look in the mirror and be like, damn? If you guys are watching, do you, okay? Do your thing, have fun with your makeup. This is just my routine, so if you guys like this video, make sure you guys go subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys smash that notification bell so you guys get the latest updates on my live and what videos I post next. And until then, I will see you May babies next vlog.
This a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave, and I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it. No, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade, and I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion.